Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a new moon in Pisces reading. And so we're just going to be going into a few things today. So new moon in Pisces is a great introspective time. So this is very spiritual, very emotional. So it talks about how it's the perfect time to grant yourself forgiveness, as well as, any kind of unforgiveness that you might have attached to anyone else. So it's talking about coming to a sense of completion, letting go of the past, etc. And then it's also a time of strong emotions, intuition, and also creativity. But of course, new moons mean new beginnings. So this could be letting go of old cycles and entering into new energies. So we're going to be going into all of that today. The orgonite that we're going to be using here is from Wing & Bell. It is called the Moonstone Nude. So I just wanted to use that because of the moonstone, and moonstone, of course, connects us to our intuition. This little deck here, very cool. I've never used it before, but I've had a chance to, play around with it last night, and it just felt right to use it today. It's called the Spells deck. So it's kind of an interesting deck. You can use it for divination purposes, which is what we're going to be using it for today. Sorry, the cats are in the background playing with toys. But you guys will see what I'm talking about. But it's a really unique, very cool deck. So the Spells deck, you can get this on Amazon. And then I'm also going to be using the Green Witch Tarot. So I wanted to go ahead and just put these together. It just seemed to work. So let's get into it, you guys. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on the energy that we're coming into this new moon. Okay, what is this energy that we are entering in when it comes to the new moon? So I'm going to basically grab an oracle card and then a tarot card to just kind of clarify some of that information. They're really big cards, which I'm a huge fan of, long, big cards. So I'm going to just kind of set these like this, because we're going to be grabbing from this the entire reading. And then I will shuffle this tarot deck. Oops, everything's real slippery. Okay, so what is the energy that we are entering into this new moon cycle? What is it bringing with it? Let's take a look. We have the energy, herbs of love, okay? So the thing is, how this deck works is it actually gives you some, like rituals, so some ideas to do a particular ritual using herbs of love. So there's something surrounding love. So it could be that we're entering into a time of love. We're entering into a time where we want to bring new love into our lives. So this is about, it says, a potpourri recipe to promote warmth, community, and respect. So love does not have to just encompass romantic love. This is love of the self. This is about how you share yourself with others, how you love others, how others love you. So this is about surrounding yourself with herbs of love. And so there's all kinds of information here. So I'll go into it in a minute, but let's grab the tarot card that goes with this. Whoa, that's the one that wants to come out. So let's grab it. What is this? Guys, it's the Death card. Look at that, the Lord of Shadows. So what I'm getting from this, it's pretty intense energy. This is about letting go of something, clearing up an old cycle, so that way we can, activate perhaps a new love energy into our lives. The way we love ourselves is really going to depict how we love other people and how other people respond to us and what we're attracting into our lives as far as love is concerned. So there's definitely an energy here where we're already entering into this new moon phase with letting go. And that's what one of these, that's what it represents, this introspective, deep energy. Pisces is very introspective, deep energy. Very emotional. So this could be a very emotional time for you. So it might be that this is one of the reasons why herbs of love is coming up, because you're surrounding yourself, you're promoting warmth, you're promoting this community and respect for yourself. So let's go ahead and read it, you guys. I'm not going to go into all the herbs here, but I'm going to put it like this. If you want to take a screenshot, there it is for you to basically get all the different, all the information as far as everything that you would need. But it does say mix a 1/4 cup each of any love-enhancing herb in a wooden bowl. It says add orris root powder and several drops of each oil. The oils are down here. And it says, place herbal mixture into an airtight glass mason jar for long-term use. It says, open daily to inhale and receive a daily dose of sweet, soothing, and loving vibration. So this is the thing, you guys. This is about changing our vibration. There's something in regards to perhaps our vibration that we've been carrying with ourselves. Kind of like how we love ourselves is how other people are going to respond to us. So if we have feelings of unforgiveness within ourselves, it's going to be very difficult for us to forgive another person. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't respect ourselves, other people are not going to share those same feelings either. So like attracts like. So this is literally about, death of the old self, any of these shadowy energies that you're holding on to. It's about really clearing this up and really inviting new vibration into your life when it comes to love. So again, maybe this Herbs of Love card has something on it as far as a particular oil or herb that will be helpful to you when it comes to this healing and renewal. Okay, it's beautiful. I love this opening message. So this is our what we're coming into with this new moon. So let's see what our biggest challenge might be, or something that will really require some extra work and attention this cycle. Let's take a look. We have Serpent. Wow. Okay, so it says a serpent biting its tail is a symbol of infinity. So we have an infinity symbol here coming through. So this says here that it's a reminder that life is continuous, birthless, and deathless, as we are all shedding skins, reincarnating at various moments in life. This is really cool, you guys, because we just got the Death card. This says during the new moon, you guys, which is right now, this couldn't be more perfect. It says use the serpent's magic to aid in healing and fortifying both your body and your psyche. Sit on a yoga mat or pillow in silence. It says concentrate on your breath and heartbeat while you practice nose breathing. As you clear your mind, imagine two serpents interweaving their way up to the golden rod of your spine and bursting through the top of your head. Take as many breaths as necessary, visualizing all organs and thoughts radiant, healthy, and regenerating. So this couldn't be a more perfect visualization during this new moon phase. So not all the cards have an actual moon phase on it, but this one does. So I feel like that's meant to be. So whatever it is that it's troubling us, whatever we're having a difficult time letting go, this is reminding you that all things are infinite. So even though you're being asked to let something go, it could be you're letting your own expectation go. I actually just saw a quote on Instagram this morning with somebody that I know. And I can't remember it exactly in this moment, but it was along those same lines. Letting go means, we're just letting go of like our expectation. We're letting go of our attachment to what it is that we feel like we need. So that's what letting go is. Letting go doesn't mean that you are saying goodbye to someone. It doesn't mean that you will never see this person again if it does happen to be a particular person. It just means that you are changing your own energy. You're changing your own vibration and the way that you relate to the situation and person. So everything is infinite. Everything is continual. Everything is, if it doesn't happen in this life, could be that it's reminding us that we may have time in the next life to correct or to continue or fulfill soul contracts and obligations. So this right here is the clarifier. The Three of Swords, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. This reading is really intense already. I mean, seriously. Three of Swords is the ultimate heartbreak card. The Ten of Swords to me is like the worst card ever, but I mean, Three of Swords, man, it's like you're really feeling something. You're really feeling something heavy. You might be really sad that something just couldn't continue on. You might be very heartbroken that, you can't or just so it seems that you can't fix something right now, or even in this lifetime with someone, or even yourself. And so again, what's come through this card already is talking about, how everything is infinite and how everything is connected. And this is a time to like regenerate everything, to get through all this, just to get to a healthier space with whatever this pain is, because pain is necessary. Our shadows, which just came through, our shadows are necessary in this life in order for us to clear anything that is necessary. I just posted, before I did this reading, a song from Madonna. It's called The Power of Goodbye. So it was my song of the day on Instagram. On my stories, I'm doing like a song of the day. And it's just whatever I feel that needs to be the message, either something that either I'm feeling or something that I feel that other people will relate to. And yeah, the power of goodbye. Woo. And, where I started the song was saying, you were my lesson I had to learn. I was your fortress you had to burn. Pain is the warning that something's wrong, right? So pain is a warning that, something's going on with us. There's a reason. Pain does serve a purpose, but we're not meant to stay in that pain forever. We're not meant to wallow in this energy for the rest of our lives. So some of you guys are finding that you can't get out of a cycle, because I also see infinity symbols as something we might be going round and round over and over. We can't seem to basically break a cycle. This is a time for us to break a cycle. And it doesn't mean that this new moon is the only time that you can do it, but man, you might be going through a very intense emotional just time. And so this new moon does have something to remind you that, it is time. It is time to basically either cut ties or walk away, or really do this work that seems to be just holding you back at this point. Remember, this is our biggest challenge at this time, is this serpent. Sometimes the serpent to me reminds me of something that we want, but we can't have. Or we want, but for whatever reason, we're being denied. There's a reason. There's a reason that something isn't happening. There's a reason that you're being denied. So sometimes Spirit knows best. Sometimes it all comes down to divine timing as well. So we've got to accept that something needs to change. And the only thing that will change is the energies around us when we change ourselves. We can't change other people, even though we want to. We can't change anyone but ourselves. And so this is reminding us that we have to do the work in letting go. And when we let go, it's amazing how things transform around us. All right, you guys. So this next card is going to be the energies of the past. This is the energies that maybe are still with us, that are connected to the past, and something as far as like a lesson perhaps that we need to learn about the past. Separation. I can't believe this reading. Oh my God. Okay. Some love affairs must come to an end. Holy crap. I just can't. When readings like this are just like, so profound, I get giddy, because it's just amazing. So let's get the clarifier before we even move forward. Oh my God, you guys, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is something, it's like a refusal of an offer. Now, this could be, of course, your own refusal to take an offer. Maybe somebody is offering you a cup and it's just like, that it's not what you want, or that whatever is being offered just isn't going to make you happy. It's just not going to sustain the situation. But the Four of Cups can also be that someone else is declining our offer. Somebody else is saying no to us. And that seems to be what is coming through this reading most prominently today. But I'm also getting to with the Four of Cups is that, the Four of Cups reminds us that we are feeling discontent in our lives. We're feeling unsatisfied. Now we don't want to really participate in anything. So it could be that you're hung up. For some of you, you're so hung up on being in a separation with somebody that you love that you're not even really participating in life with anyone else at all. So you're really losing out on other opportunities. What's in front of you, you're kind of like, I don't really want it. I only want this one cup. So our past, this is something that's still affecting us today. Maybe we're still unable to move on. Maybe we're still unable to just even be interested or even try to move forward because we're just feeling so discontent. So I'm going to read this. So this is saying here, some love affairs must come to an end. On a Saturday or during the waning moon. So the waning moon, so the waxing moon is during a period of time where you're trying to bring something into your life. The waning moon is when you're trying to kind of banish something, get rid of something, cut ties with something in your life. It says, carve your name and Saturn's symbol into one brown candle and do the same with your partner's name on another. Place the candles on the altar so they're touching and tie the candles together with a string. For 7 days, loosen the knot, separating the candles and moving them to opposite sides of the altar. On the 7th day, rub olive oil and the herb of heather on the candles and light them both and recite, the bond has changed between blank and blank. We now depart on separate roads, holding respect for lessons learned, so mote it be. Let the candles and string burn down and dispose. Burn a cleansing herb to purify. Wow. So on the very bottom of that card, it says bonds of love. So this is definitely somebody that you feel a bond with. So you're not cutting a cord, okay? I'm not going to go into my thoughts on all of that. What you're doing is you're doing a ritual in order to let go. Now, we're not talking about, for some of you, if that makes you uncomfortable, we're not talking about witchcraft or any of that stuff. You can call it whatever you want, but this is a ritual. This is something that you're doing for yourself. It's a healing ritual, helping yourself to let this energy go. So your bond with another, something isn't working right now. It's come to an end. We're feeling this sadness. We're feeling this major separation from somebody, and we just don't even feel like we can even carry on with our lives. That could be for some of you. So this is something in your past that you might still be affected by to this day. So again, this new moon is reminding us that this is the time to face it once again and to really do something about it, so that way you can move forward with happiness in your life. Okay. Now, again, this doesn't mean that just because this reading is coming up like this, that you'll never see this person again, that you and this person will never have a chance. This is literally the energy where you're doing the healing, the necessary healing that's still lingering around that needs to happen. Now, if this isn't about, let's just say, a lover, this could be about a family member or a friend. It doesn't have to be romance. And for some of you, it could even be a behavior. Separating yourself from an addictive behavior, a negative way of being. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But that is pretty profound, you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look and see, what does Spirit really want us to focus on, okay, during this full moon. Not full moon, I'm sorry, new moon. What does Spirit really want us to focus on in this new moon? We have Jupiter. Well, that's beautiful. All right. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. This is beautiful. Okay. So, Jupiter, it says, King of the gods in ancient Rome, the planet Jupiter symbolizes sky, thunder, oaths, and wisdom. So it says, on a Thursday or when the moon is in Sagittarius, because Jupiter is connected to Sagittarius. And it doesn't mean that you guys cannot do this at other times. These are just suggestions when the energies are most in alignment, okay? But it says, write your name and draw Jupiter's symbol on a small purple or blue candle. Rub the candle with oils of hyssop, oak, or pine, and sprinkle the herb of cinquefoil. I don't know what that's. Oh, it says this is also called or also known as five-finger grass. It's kind of interesting. It says around the base of the candle. Write your long-term goals and plans of action on paper. Ask for Jupiter's wisdom and place the letter under the candle or on the altar. Let the entire candle burn out and finish the rite by burning the letter. Scatter the ashes in a place that represents success, business, or a wealth of knowledge. So this is about abundance and good fortune. what Spirit wants you to do is they want you to shift your focus more into the material world. So even though that this new moon in Pisces is a time of, deep introspective energy, a very emotional, psychic energy, Spirit knows perhaps that you might need some grounding. That's why we have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is very connected to earth, very grounded energy, very practical, very slow, methodical moving energy. And I just want to also say too, that everything that I read in this card, this can give you an idea for your own ritual, your own rituals and your own little take and flair on these things actually makes it more potent and powerful for you. So reading certain rituals and things out of books, that's fine. But when you actually make something your own, it's more powerful because it's connected to you. It has your own essence in it. So if, let's just say you're like, I don't know where to find that herb. You don't need that herb, you see? So make it your own. But Knight of Pentacles, wow. So this is a time for us to really focus maybe perhaps on our pentacles, on our earthly bodies, where we're out in the world, where we want to go, our plans for the future, our career, our finances, our ideas, perhaps that we want to turn into something gold. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on, is abundance and good fortune. Now, abundance and good fortune doesn't just have to come from money, you guys, but this is just about feeling abundant in the physical world, feeling good within your own energy. That's where it's at. Because when you feel good, the vibrations around you shift and heighten. So that's what Spirit says to focus on right now. Focus less perhaps on your connection with that particular person from your past and really move forward in a very methodical, just practical way. So I love it. So let's now go ahead and get the energies here of your environment. So this has to do with the people that are around you, influential energies, etc. Earth blessing. It says, bring blessings to your home on a new moon. So another message about a new moon. So this is about our home. As you can see here, we have that picture of a house. It says rites of purification and renewal in the home. So this does have to do with something about our environment and the home that we live in and where we're residing. Now, this could also be for some of you, the place that you work. So your working area or an actual place of employment, or maybe it's a dwelling. All I know is that there's an energy here of dwelling, where you hang out, where you spend a lot of time. So there's something about blessing the space. So we're going to go ahead and read the suggestions. It says, in the bedroom, light a green candle and say, may this bedroom be blessed with bliss, love, and restoration. In the kitchen, light a red candle and say, may this earth be blessed with fire and nourishment. In the living room, light a yellow candle and say, may this room be blessed with joyful gatherings. And in the bathroom, light a blue candle and say, may this bathroom be blessed with renewal and cleansing. So, of course, maybe your place of employment, there is no kitchen, there is no living room, so that may not apply. But there's something about clearing the energy in your place of dwelling. So what I'm also getting to is that this could be about purifying your connection or your energies with other people. So if you have negative or toxic attachments with other people, or maybe you have other people around you that are constantly, honing in or trying to influence your energy, this could be, all these suggestions here to really help to purify this energy, when it comes to maybe detaching or, just cleansing, the energy that you're sharing with others. So let's get a clarification here. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I kind of am getting this message here for some, not all, that there may be some action that you need to take to cut away any energies that are, draining you, that you feel are toxic, or it could just be even moving to a different home, changing your environment in some sort of way. So there is something about your environment and cutting yourself either away or taking action. This could also be about, putting up healthy boundaries, speaking your truth, that sort of thing. So this is a good time for that. So we don't have to necessarily be because it says blessing. We don't have to be abrupt with this, even though we might feel like in some cases that we have to. But this is about trying to just bless the energy. So it's kind of like when you have a problem with somebody, one of the first things that you might want to do is lash out, have a fight, really speak your mind. And sometimes that's maybe what has to happen. And others, you might feel regretful afterwards that, I wish I would have handled that differently. So if you feel like you can't, or if you feel like maybe that's not the best approach, I feel like this is Spirit's way of giving you another suggestion during this new moon in order to maybe do some type of ritual that will help to clear up some of the energy. I love it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to break things down into 4 different categories. The energies of Earth. Earth is energy that has to do with our career, our finances, the physical world, abundance, our physical body, if I didn't say that yet, maybe even our health, even though I don't do readings on health at all, but there could be some sort of message here. So let's get the energies of Earth for the viewers. We have Mercury. Well, Mercury is in retrograde. So, that doesn't surprise me to see this here whatsoever. But what this is indicating here is that perhaps maybe during this period of Mercury retrograde, there's something that we're going to be focusing on, or some kind of energy here that we need to pay attention to. So let's get the message. We have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is like a dwelling. The 4 of Wands is a foundation. It's also about celebrating what we've built up. It could be what our commitments, what we've committed to. So let's go ahead and read this Mercury card to see if there's something that we can get from this. It does say abundance and good fortune. So what I'm getting here is that, just because Mercury is in retrograde, and this is something that I actually touched up on my Instagram, that Mercury retrograde doesn't have to be such a, oh shit type of phase or energy. Whenever it goes in retrograde, there seems to be like this mass hysteria in the collective of, oh my God, let's blame everything on Mercury retrograde. And it doesn't mean that things don't happen. We don't have to see it as a negative. Okay. We can tap into the positive energies of Mercury retrograde. So it says a mist to spray for all Mercury matters to allow clear, thoughtful communication and flawless execution. Hermes, Mercury, Aluga, and Ganesh are just a few representations of the wise messengers of truth. So, of course, Mercury is like mental space communication. So it could be that the way that we are communicating with other people that we are in relationships with, people that are part of our foundation in life, there may be something significant that we need to pay attention to. So it's talking about blend these essential oils. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that up so you guys can screenshot that if you want. It says, blend the essential oils in a spray bottle, add rubbing alcohol, then fill halfway with water. Shake and spray to test, then fill the rest of the bottle with the water and more oils if stronger scent is desired. Mist at home, work, or whenever Mercury's gifts are needed. So do you see how it says Mercury's gifts? We don't have to see this as a negative. So perhaps there could be something that you need to do in order to clear the air, is what I'm getting here, when it comes to your dwelling. So I feel like this is a double confirmation with what just came through. When it came to our, like, what, hold on for a second. This one right here. This is the home, our dwelling. I do see the 4 of Wands as a card of a dwelling place. So this has something to do with the physical world, our environment with other people, because remember, that was the environment. Whatever space we're sharing with other people, okay? This is about seeing other people's points of view, taking that time to not just rush in and lash out or share things perhaps that are unnecessary. So that's why the spray is being talked about. It's kind of like a way where we can, clear the air, and we can do it with truth, but we can also do it with integrity. It doesn't have to be in a negative fashion. This could be Mercury's gifts. So again, seeing the gift in this period of time where we can have those conversations with people that maybe we've been putting off. We can, so again, I know that they say, Mercury retrograde, don't have any, don't do this, don't do that, all those don't do's. But this is telling you here that any conversations perhaps that have been necessary that you've been putting off or hiding from, this might be an excellent time to clear the air with someone. Mercury retrograde is also a time where people from our past that we have had falling outs with tend to come back in order for us to gain that closure or to get to some sort of healing space. So something could technically happen with this. So we're being asked to really look at the things in our physical world, as in the people that are in our physical lives, or maybe the people that were in our physical lives at one time, that there's some kind of communication that can be really cleared up, that can really be healed. And we can really see this as a gift. So anything that comes towards you during this retrograde, I'm getting here to embrace it and deal with it with integrity. I love it. All right, so now we're going to go into air. What is the energy of air? So of course, air is about, mental space. It's about communication, what pretty much just came up right now. So I feel like everything is just intertwined. We have candle. This is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get the clarifier for this. We have Ace of Pentacles. I love this. Okay, so this right here, it says witch's tool, a candle. So it says, with the shape-shifting powers of wax, candles represent the element of fire and also faith, transformation, and inspiration. So I see candles as illumination. So with what we're thinking, and it could have something to do with an idea. The Ace of Pentacles is, a great idea or even an offer when it comes to a job or doing something different. When it comes to the physical world, you can see that house here. So this might be a time where we light a candle in order to help to illuminate something, or perhaps to, just kind of, just get to a good space. So I'm going to read this. Candles are synonymous with magic. It says, for they are accessible and easy to use. To ignite the flames of magic, all you need is a small white candle, a clear intention, and a symbol that represents it. Carve a magical symbol into the candle. For love, you would draw a heart or the symbol of Venus. Dress the candle with olive oil or any oils or herbs that correspond to your intention. Visualize your goals and raise energy by chanting, dancing, or moving around the circle. When you feel peak inspiration, light the candle and call out to the universe, so mote it be. So what I'm definitely seeing here, you guys, when it comes to something that you're thinking about, it could be something that you want to happen in the physical world. So this is about an exercise that you can use in order to help you to get clarity on the situation, to bring mental clarity, something that you want to transform, something that you're thinking about, bringing forth an idea, into the physical world. This is really going to help to, facilitate this, to just kind of put that powerful punch behind it, to really get something moving. So, I just love that. So I hope that makes sense, but that is what we have. A great idea, something that you want to do. It's about helping you to get that clarity and that intention to push it through. All right, so now this is the energy of fire. Fire is about creativity. Fire is about our passion. Fire can also be, energy of anger. So let's take a look. Stones of power. All right, powerful energy. Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card where maybe something is on hold. Maybe we've been working on something and we're just kind of like, is this working for me? Is this something that I want to continue to put my energy into? Do I want to continue to build on this? Do I want to continue to commit to this idea, whatever this is? So it says stones of power, sacred stones to promote endurance, energy, and power. So what's interesting, you guys, is this is the fire that we're tapping into, and it says fires of passion and creativity. That's pretty dead on. Bloodstone, also referred to as heliotrope, is a type of jasper with flecks of red used to realign chakras and for protection and strength during difficult times. Carnelian, with its orange warmth, provides courage, attraction, and help with speaking up. Yellow citrine relates to balance, solar energy, and happiness. It says charge by leaving it out into the sun so it can absorb these rays. Carry these stones and crystals in a red, orange, or yellow pouch, or place it in a workplace. So this is asking you to perhaps connect with crystals and stones. These stones and crystals will help to empower you. So it says it promotes endurance, energy, and power. So if you guys are feeling like you're getting burned out, let's just say you've been working really hard on something and you're not really seeing the payoff, or you're just kind of like, man, this is just taking forever, or oh my God, it's going to take so long before I get to a place where I'm actually going to be seeing the benefits. This is giving you an idea to perhaps carry these stones, which will help to promote more endurance so you can carry on with whatever work you're trying to do, or to help you to kind of gain back that, just passion and creativity that you're looking for. Sometimes we have a great idea and then we start working on it and it's just kind of like, man, it's just going to take forever. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough time for this. And so you give up. That's just what I'm getting here. So these stones will help to empower you. It doesn't mean it's going to make everything better, but for whatever reason, whatever we are putting our energy into can help to direct it and take it off of our feelings of like we're sinking, or feelings of giving up. This may help some of you out there, give you some ideas on what you can direct your energy towards. And whatever we believe, you guys, if you believe that holding certain stones or certain devices, even organites, that it's something powerful and you feel the energy, then that's all that matters, okay? Whatever you believe is true for you. Love it. All right, so now we're going to focus on the element of water. Water is our emotions. It could be our connections to other people. This could be anything that we need to heal. This could also be our intuition, our spirituality. Let's get a card. We have lucidity. Oh my gosh, it's interesting. That song from Queensryche, Silent Lucidity. I just am thinking of that because that's not a word you usually see. So let's read it. This spell brings clarity when you're stuck in a fog, rites of purification and renewal. So you guys, we started this reading with a lot of death and rebirth energy. Obviously, we can see that skull, so it has something to do with something that's ending. And you know what's interesting? It says the new moon. So we've had so many confirmations of energy that we can really tap into when it comes to this new moon in Pisces. On the new moon, which is right now, anoint a white skull-shaped candle with a few drops of rosemary oil to invoke Mercury, which is Mercury retrograde right now, another double confirmation, which is the messenger of the gods. After anointing the skull, carve the symbol of Mercury and a crossroads at the top of the skull, adding an arrow to each of the 4 points. Anoint your third eye with rosemary oil, tracing the same symbols, and repeat, all channels swing open, visions and decisions crystal clear and fully realized. So this is about opening up your third eye, so working with the water element here, but also mental clarity, Mercury, Pisces, all emotional energy here. I mean, this is the perfect time to really open yourself up to anything that you're denying, anything where you're feeling stuck and confused. Great time to open up your third eye, your higher self, your inner knowingness. Sometimes our egos can step in the way, or what we want versus what is true, what we feel versus what is evident. This is really helping us to just kind of really see something very clear. So something that we're emotionally stuck on, this is going to help to bring clarity with it. Oh my God, the 8 of Swords. Talk about an infinity symbol, round and round in the same circle, stuck in your head about something, stuck in a fog. 8 of Swords. This reading is amazing. So yes, this is definitely telling us here that whatever it is that we're stuck up on, whatever little loophole that's going around in our brains, whatever old movie just keeps replaying over and over and over again, this right here is a time for us to clear this shit up, period. So I know that some of this reading might be a little harsh for some of you, but it is a great time in clearing up and letting go of old things that are just not serving you at all. any longer. And maybe they'll serve you more positively later, but your own energy that's attached to it has to transmute and change first. So now let's go ahead and get what are the energies that are just ahead for us, okay? What are we going to be welcoming into our lives this period of time? What are we going to be welcoming in? It says PROSPERO. So abundance and good fortune. This is fantastic. So it says a money drawing oil blend to promote prosperity. So PROSPERO, I guess, is a money drawing oil. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this energy of what clarifies this. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Ace of Wands. We had the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in this reading here today. And so this really tells me here that there's something perhaps that you guys are really wanting to embark on, like a new journey, a new idea, bring something forth in your life, just fresh, raw, beautiful energy. A lot of ideas here. All of these, I think those are cherries. Like those cherries are ripe. They're ready to be picked. They're ready to just basically be experience the sweetness of life. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this up. You guys can take a screenshot, but these are all the essential oils that you would need in order to bring forth prosperity. Doesn't have to be just money, but this is about drawing something into your life. Could be ideas, could be new passion, new zest for life, etc. So it says blend the essential oils in a half-ounce amber apothecary bottle and a bay leaf for luck. Fill the bottle with jojoba oil, then close and shake the mix. It says wear or rub a few drops of green or gold candles carved with dollar signs and your name during the waxing moon, full moon, or new moon, and say, how prosperous am I attracting bills and coins along this wealthy way. Blessed be. So, of course, this has a lot more to do with money because of this particular card, but this is about cashing in on an idea that you have that is going to draw the actual material abundance that maybe some of you guys are wanting or even needing right now. So this is a great time. So moving forward, what we're bringing into, we're attracting something to ourselves. We're able to attract new ideas. We're able to attract new experiences, a new zest for life. So I love that we, in the past, and opening up into this reading and whatever was, stressing us out or not stressing us out, blocking us. I couldn't think of the word. That was all old energy, things that we were stuck on. Do you see how now that we're moving forward? Amazing. Brand new energy. New energy is available for us, you guys, if we want it, if we choose it. It's always a choice. Amazing. All right, we're going to end this reading with one last message from Spirit. This is going to be advice or just one last thing that Spirit wants to leave us with. Oh, 2 of them wanted to come out, so I'm going to take them. We have the Wolf and we have Queen of Torches. Queen of Torches kind of sounds to me like Queen of Wands, but I don't know. Haven't seen this card before, so let's go ahead. I'm going to get 2 because we have 2 cards. So let's clarify the Wolf. What's this Wolf energy? And what is this Queen of Torches energy? Okay. So I'm going to put her to the side over here. I love it. We have the Lady and the Lord. Okay. We have the Wolf that's clarified with the 9 of Swords. So it says wolf represents loyalty and the protection of the pack. A wolf mates for life and understands that with the right pack, you are supported forever. When the wolf appears, examine your inner circle of family and friends. Are you as loyal and available to them as they are to you? Wow. On the full moon, gather your closest friends or coven and go to the beach, forest, or backyard after sunset. Make a pact under the glow of the moon. Collectively howl and exchange talismans, a tangible reminder that you are not alone. Make this a yearly tradition, adding new members to the pact, while honoring the old as each generation has something to teach the other. So the 9 of Swords, you guys, of course, is a card of just being in a state of agony over something, feeling really alone. being up late at night, just really anxiety ridden, feeling just alone. It's kind of like the worst case scenario is in our head. Our head is just telling us nothing but just horror stories. So because this has something to do with loyalty, it might mean with that Three of Swords that came up earlier, that somebody wasn't loyal. It says, are you as loyal and available to them as they are to you? Is someone as loyal and available to you as you've been for them? So something that has brought you a lot of torment and pain. It's kind of like time to examine who's in your life. Who's in your life and who is supportive and who is giving back to you in the same ways that you're giving back to them. So this is a message for you to really take some time to examine this and really also kind of pull back. And I keep getting the same message, just re-examine your existing connections. But whoever is not putting energy and time into you, it is time for you to let that go. Stop focusing so much on other people that aren't so much focused on you. It's not doing you any favors at this point. Pull back, gather strength, hang out with people or spend time with people and put energy into people that are loyal to you, that are in your pack, that want to be a part of your circle. So many times that we will spend or waste so much energy chasing after people that don't want to be a part of our lives. And all that does is it just causes anxiety and pain. Some people are programmed early on to go after things or be attracted to things that don't want them, that are only going to bring pain and rejection. So there might be some wiring that needs to be rewired as adults. So it also says which is familiar, which is our spirit animals. So there could be some kind of a spirit animal that is trying to make an appearance to you during this period of suffering. And you're going to gain strength from this power animal. It's about taking on the energy of perhaps the lone wolf. Sometimes the lone wolf becomes independent. They learn to care for themselves. But they also, when they're ready to be a part of a pack, they can be a team player as well. So I'm getting here, the Nine of Swords is a card of loneliness. So I feel like your loneliness has had something to teach you. Maybe it had a lesson to teach you in independence. And once you become stronger, now you don't feel like necessarily that you need anyone else. You choose to have people in your life. You don't necessarily need someone. You're choosing to spend time with other people. So all of those messages, you guys, are coming through the Nine of Swords and the Wolf. So let's go ahead and get this next message. We have the Queen of Torches. The Lady and the Lord is the Lover's card. This says a sparkling blend of oils. So Queen of Torches is an oil. It says a sparkling blend of oils for when you need confidence or a reminder that we're all made of stars. Oh my. So the Lovers is obviously a card of connection. Can be for some readers, like a soulmate, deep soul bond that you have with someone that already made an appearance pretty much in this reading, like a soul bond, a separation from somebody that you really, really love. At the end of the day, though, we're all made of stars. And so I feel like this is the Spirit's way of telling us and reminding us at the very end of this reading is that you connect with people at certain times in your life for a reason. Nothing is for no reason. Nothing is meaningless. Everything does have meaning. But the thing is, we also have choices, free will, because the Lovers is about choices, you guys. So other people have the free will not to choose us. Other people have the free will to go in other directions, even if we've made soul bonds with them or even soul contracts. So this is telling us here, and I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. You guys can screenshot that for the information. But it does say here that this is about confidence. We need confidence. We need confidence to keep carrying that torch. It's like Survivor, that TV show Survivor. The torch, the fire represents your life. You have to keep moving on. You have to keep continuing to live. You can't tank your entire existence and stop living your life on account of one connection. Some people do that. Some people get so caught up on one connection that they stop living and involving themselves or participating in life in so many other areas that are necessary for our soul development and growth. So this is talking about blending frankincense, tears, benzoin, and copal in 1 ounce amber glass bottle. Add rose petals and essential oils. Shake, then fill the bottle with jojoba oil and let rest overnight. Anoint the top of your head and pressure points and chant. I am the queen of torches with my crown of stars. Bold radiant shines from within and travels far. Fires of passion and creativity. To me, this is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very, very independent. She's driven. She's ambitious. She's confident. She, is magnetic. She draws to her what is for her. She doesn't chase after people that perhaps don't want to be a part of her circle. She doesn't waste time in that energy. She lives her life. She knows that she has all types of experiences and maybe all different types of connections to experience in one lifetime. She doesn't get hung up on just one person. She opens herself up to living. So you guys, that is the final message, and that wraps up our reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.